We hear a lot about leadership, how to lead teams, how to lead organizations, how to lead at a higher level. But there's a quieter moment that doesn't get as much attention. It's the moment where you realize the next level of leadership isn't about leading more people. It's about leading yourself differently, making decisions without a clear model, choosing direction without internal validation, building something that doesn't already exist in a recognizable way. That's where self leadership begins. You see, up to a certain point, leadership is reinforced externally. There are structures, expectations, clear ways of measuring whether you're doing well or not. You learn how to navigate systems, how to perform within them, how to lead effectively inside something that already exists. And then there comes a point when that framework no longer holds the same weight. This is because you're starting to think beyond it. And this is where the tension shows up. Because the markers you relied on, feedback, recognition, defined outcomes, don't apply in the same way. And you start asking different questions. Not what's expected here, but what actually feels aligned for me. And those two things don't always match. So the process becomes more internal, less about validation and more about being clear. And clarity in this phase doesn't come all at once. It builds as you move. One of the hardest parts of this shift is decision making because you're no longer choosing between defined options. You're often creating those options. There isn't always a right answer to compare against, and there's no established path to follow. So decisions start to look different. They become directional instead of final, iterative instead of fixed. You move forward, gather insight, and adjust. And over time, that builds a different kind of confidence, the kind you gain by following your instincts. Now, this is where things start to open up. When you're no longer trying to fit into a predefined structure, you begin to see new possibilities. You start to shape how you work, what you prioritize, and the kind of impact you want to make. And instead of optimizing for what already exists, you're building something that reflects who you are now. Now, this process isn't always linear, but it's where the work becomes more intentional. Self leadership isn't something you step into all at once. It develops as you begin to trust your own thinking and act on it. This is the space I spend a ton of time with, helping women move from leading within existing structures to creating something that feels more aligned, expansive, and fully their own. If this topic resonated, hit the button to subscribe and follow along as we continue to explore this.